Men, this video is for you, and I think it's time you hear something that gives you a perspective that will really lead you on your path of fostering healthy relationships, feeling like a man, but more importantly, understanding your role in society. There is a lot of talk about what makes a man, what makes a woman, and there's a gray area I feel like we're living within. The men in today's society don't get enough respect, encouragement, acknowledgement for the weight they carry being a man. And I think there's good reason for that at times because a lot of men are not living up to their potential. A lot of men feel insecure within who they are, and they find security within outside things that are making the hole within themselves deeper. And that's where I want to begin today's video. There are yes men and there are leaders in the world. And what matters is not the women in your life. What matters is the man you are in your own life that actually discerns women in a way that gives you the expression of who you are in the fullest capacity. And a lot of women may feel attracted to men who always says yes to her. Those are easy people to be around. Those are easy people to get along with. But those are not people who have a backbone. Those are people who will put everyone else before themselves, leaving them in a state of betrayal. And we blame a lot in today's society for why things are. And you cannot control the outside world unless you first and foremost step up to the plate and lead your own life. And women are naturally intuitively attracted to a man who takes the lead. Not even just within a relationship, you guys. This is leadership that goes far beyond just a decision. It's backing him within his own values. It's the integrity he has. It's the purpose he holds. It's the men who stand for something rather than a man who is defined by everything. And yes, man can also be labeled as people pleasers, as the nice guys who just want approval. They want validation. They want to feel seen. But are you being portrayed in a way that is actually protecting you in the long term? Because the more you wear that mask of wanting to please everyone, the more you have to keep up with that, and the more exhausted you will be, the more burnt out you will be, and the more you are going to be likely to blame the outside world. The outside world is just a mirror looking you in the face and showing you what your energy has created until this point. And a woman's role in a man's life can be one that grants him more accessibility into his masculine role by embodying these traits that a woman can activate, or it can show you where you are deeply uncomfortable with taking authority, having dominance that is not coming from controlling other people, but showing yourself by your actions of what you tolerate and what you do not. Your commitments matter. And the commitment you can make right now to yourself of really living a life that you can be proud of. And what are your actions? What are your behaviors saying about you? And also ask yourself, why would a woman want to be with me at this phase of my life? What do you offer? What do you hold as valuable within yourself? Where is the direction of your actions right now taking you in the future? What role would a woman play in your life? Would she just be there to make you happy? Would she just be there to make you feel approval? While you have zero control of that need for validation, which will make you as a man feel insecure when you're breaking yourself apart, trying to get attention woman to woman to woman. And you don't feel seen right now for a reason, because you're not looking yourself in the mirror. You're waiting for people to look at you for you to feel acknowledged. How about you start acknowledging who you are as a man today? Define yourself in a way that makes you victorious through the things that once made you a victim. A woman cannot be with a man who agrees with everything. We need a man with a backbone. We need a man who showcases that he can step up when things get uncomfortable, that he can use his voice in a way that is reassuring not only to her and the man she's committed to, but the man you have committed yourself to be. And showing up in that role can sometimes feel scary, especially when you have not been taught or raised with healthy male figures. Who were the male figures you wished you had in your life? Who were the male figures that you saw on TV, you saw on movies, that you felt a deep resonance to? Those people on those movies, those people on the TV, they're normal men like you, playing a role in a movie, in a TV show. And if they can do it, you can do it. And when you do define yourself with strength, with clarity, with reassurance over your actions, because you know you're doing the best you can with what you have, and you're still moving forward rather than moving behind, that is when a woman can submit to you fully. Because you're a man of trust. You're a man of truth. You're a man that does not crumble when things get hard. You actually have reverence for the hard things in life because that is the test of the work you put in thus far. A woman needs a leader, not a yes man. The more you say yes to things just to please other people, the more you are actually not standing out, but becoming invisible to a person. Because the depth that is required for connection doesn't come from agreeability. Most of the times it's formed through uncomfortability, the moments of conflict, the moments where things don't go your way. And how do you show up then? Not when things are always good, because things are never going to be always good. Whether you're by yourself, not in a relationship with a woman, you need to be prepared for what your mind is going to put you through. A man's battlefield is within his mental state. And a lot of men don't do the necessary training to embody the warrior spirit. And that takes grit, that takes uncomfortability, that takes discipline. But if not now, when? You can't blame other people for the rest of your life, or you're going to live a very isolated, lonely, depleted life that actually robs you from your own life force energy. Because you're using the power of your thoughts, and that will mold you into what you believe to be true about yourself. And that's truthfully why women get bored of the nice guys. Women get bored of the people pleasers, because there's nothing there to mentally challenge her. We as human beings, we're wired to want challenge, but we also are wired to want safety. But sometimes we have to fight for safety in order for us to actually relax in who we are. So instead of running away from what scares you, start running towards what life could be like when you start taking initiative and trusting your own leadership. The discernment you have over other people is a direct reflection of the discernment you have within yourself, your choices, your actions. And if you want a woman to respect you and trust your leadership, you have to do that for yourself first for a woman to view you in that way. So today, look yourself in the mirror, consciously make eye contact with yourself and say, I'm ready to take leadership. I'm ready to handle my struggles in a way that's going to make me proud, that is going to grant me motivation rather than desperation, that is going to lead me out of my struggle because I'm ready to be transformed into the man I've always wanted to be. And before I end today's video, you guys, I want to let you guys know that I do offer one-on-one coaching where I can assist you further within handling the uncomfortable topics of today's day and age, of getting that motivation, having accountability, and really stepping up into the best version you know to be true. But we first have to believe in that. So my coaching email will be down below, and I would love to hear from you. If you guys like today's video, give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.